Yeah, you read the title right. I'm 31 and I've never had my license and never really ever drove a car. Not really. Oh, I drove it a little bit as a teenager, right? Because you're getting your practice in. So let's start there. Uh, as a teenager, I went to the agency to get a license, and I was getting my permit, and all that was well and good. So first couple weeks I'm driving, like everything's fine, everything's good. We get there, I'm doing laps around the thing and all that. And then, we go home, and then a couple days pass, and I'm trying to drive again. And then I get to where I get back in the car, and we're doing laps. We're just driving down the road. We lived on a little dirt road at the time, so this road is it's just a straight road pretty much. So that's smooth sailing. Everything's good until we get back in the yard, and for whatever reason, my foot had somehow managed to get stuck either like between the pedals, under the pedals. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we're just stuck endlessly accelerating around the yard, and I'm just panicking because I'm still new to driving, and we had to just pull the e-brake so I could get my foot loose. And for 15, 20 years now, that has just lived rent free in my head, basically, to the point where I've just let this fear of that exact scenario just dictate exactly how I chose to live my life. I've always had people take me everywhere I wanted to go. I've always had people, come pick me up whenever I needed to go somewhere, need to be dropped off somewhere. And mind you, if you watch one of my previous videos, you would know I work at a warehouse. So I'm driving forklifts and stand-up lifts all day. So, I'm used to using the steering wheel and foot pedals and all that. Like, I'm comfortable with it at my job because I never had that fear, situation. Not really. The worst thing I've ever done at work was maybe bump into a pallet or spill something or just general warehouse shit, right? So it's not like a skill issue, right? It's not not a skill issue. Try hard, yeah. But no, seriously, it's just this fear that I've just let sit and build in the back of my brain for the better part of 10, 15 years now, and I just feel like I kind of wasted my life a little bit in a way. I never, went out to prom. I never, learned how to drive and learned to go places and use that skill to travel. And I've never been able to I've always kind of wanted to be a delivery driver in a way, not like full time, but I've always wanted to just give it a try, just to get over that fear. But now I've never did that. I just let this fear consume me and dictate how I live my life, basically. And now, like I said, here I am at 31, learning how to manage my fear and learning to basically deal with stress and deal with anxiety. Because as you can imagine, having that life-changing of an event just dictate everything you do, you're going to have a lot of anxiety. And this YouTube channel has helped a lot with that, actually. Even if no one ever watches any of these videos, just having this platform to just voice everything I've wanted to say for so long now, and I've just sat on, it's just so freeing. I'm actually eager to make this video. This is stuff something I would have never said. Batman couldn't have beat this information out of me 10, 15 years ago. But now here I am, and I'm sharing it with the world. And it feels great. I'm actually excited to, my ID had expired on my birthday last year, so it's been expired for a couple months now, and I'm hoping to go get my actual permit soon and start actually learning how to drive. Because I've already convinced myself that once I actually get behind the wheel and learn how to do it, I won't be as terrified, right? I know I'm learning now, through all the meditation and stuff I've done, that fear is something you only feel when you're thinking about it, right? Or if if you don't see an immediate threat, any fear or anxiety, that's all your brain just playing tricks on you, right? And I've learned to just quiet that part, right? And just learn to push through it, right? Because you have to push through fear and anxiety. It will control you. It is like the best way to control anybody, right? That's why the news likes to make you scared all the time. That's why the news likes to make you angry and anxious about the world, because they know that's the best way to control anybody. Get them mad, get them scared, and especially scared. If you're scared, you'll do things you normally would have never done, and this story is the perfect example of that, right? So I'm learning to be more stoic now. I'm learning to where my emotions don't affect me as much as they used to. I don't let them overwhelm me. I don't let them dictate everything now. I keep using the word dictate a lot. You can tell I like that word, huh? But no, seriously, it feels good just to even just be here talking about this. And I'm sure at least a couple of people out there, if you're watching this video, you clicked on this video for a reason. You got to have some kind of overwhelming fear that you've let control you your entire life, right? And maybe you can work through it with me, right? We're on this journey together. And I'd love to hear so many of y'all's stories and just know that I'm not alone, that I've just let this control my life, and I want my life back. I want to actually go places and do things on my own accord. I want to have my independence and freedom. And now it took me to being 30 years old, 31 years old to really actually want to live like a fucking teenager, right? Like that's, some of y'all are probably thinking, wow, this dude has missed out on so much. And yeah, you're right, I have. And I'm not letting the thought of the past control me again, because clearly that's what's got me here, right? So let's not dwell on the past. That's my goal right now. The past is the past. It's already come and gone. Nothing I can do about it. The future, it's uncertain, but at least there's something I can do about that. And the present moment is where we're at right now. And the present moment is the only place where I can make actual steps and effort to remedy this situation and get my life back. Like I said, that's the goal. And man, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I just feel so liberated right now just to talk about it. I don't care if I get any mean comments. I don't care if I get embarrassed. I've already lived with enough fear and anxiety that there's nothing nobody can say to me to hurt me at this point. But please, I want to know your stories, guys. Somebody out there has to have had a similar experience, and let's talk about it. So the plan is to actually get my license this year and learn to start driving, right? But that's a goal. That's a long-term goal. I got to have an actual plan, right? So the plan for now is go get the actual permit, start, driving around maybe every weekend for like a couple weeks. Start just getting them reps in, right? Because if you ever done anything, just getting the practice and getting the reps in just always makes you better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Get the reps in, and I'm hoping by the end of the year, or how about this? By the time GTA 6 drops out, I want to have my license before GTA 6. That's the goal. I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 lately. I'm getting really excited for GTA 6. It's been kind of fun just to revisit this game. I haven't touched it in years. So, but yeah, guys, that's my story, and I got a lot more personal stories I've been wanting to share. But this was like the biggest thing. Like I said, this has been like the most, weighted thing in my life for sure. This one thing has changed the course of my life forever, and now I'm hoping this one video will change the course of my life forever, regardless of, like I said, the view count or subscriber count. I'm making this video for me, and if that happens and I get all the views and subs and all that, cool, fine, fantastic. But I'm posting this because it's what I need to do to just really establish into the world that I'm going to do this and have an actual record of it, right? And maybe some of y'all want to do the same. But yeah, I've been rambling a little bit. I tend to do that with these videos. But I will see you guys in the next one. And please, if you have it, I will reach out to any of you if you ever just want to talk. And like I said, share your stories down below. Y'all have a great day.